everybody wants to feel validated, and that makes total sense to me. And there's nothing wrong with external validation. Truthfully, I think everyone deserves to have some sort of validation in life, if it's about like choices you make or how you look or how you go about life. Like, I think that's totally fine. And it can come in many different forms, right? It can come from your parents, your siblings, it can come from coaches or teachers or your bosses. I mean, it can really come in a different range of people. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think validation becomes difficult when you start making those validations like your sole reason to keep going, like your only reason to feel that you're doing well is based on external validation. I think that's where it's dangerous. So I think a big step of validation is feeling okay with yourself and being internally valid about what you're doing and giving yourself the credit and kind of having your validation internally be the final boss and mastering that and beating that before you seek external validation. So I just want to share like a moment where I try to seek validation, and it probably wasn't the healthiest, and kind of where I'm at with how I feel about it. So back in 2023, I think it was 2023, but I could be wrong, but I think that's right. So it was Christmas Eve, and I remember this is like the time I was like trying to lose weight and like get in shape, but I remember like getting drunk. I never drank, but like I remember getting drunk that night on Christmas Eve. It was a great time. I had a great time, but I remember then like taking my shirt off, and I wanted my family to validate the fact that I wasn't fat anymore, right? Like I wasn't overweight. I shouldn't say fat, like I wasn't overweight. So I wanted them in that moment to be like, oh wow, like yes, like you look good, you're not chubby anymore. And I just remember it so well because like I knew what I was doing, and like I wanted someone to tell me that, right? Because I wanted to feel valid about that. Now, for me, being 2025, I seek validation in different ways. Some healthy, some not. Like, I feel fine about the choices I make financially and career-wise, but like I'm always like, there's always a part of me that wants my dad's validation to be like, hey, like, yes, Ben, you're making good choices. Yes, you're doing exactly what I would want you to do. And I feel that I sometimes base my decisions based off what he would say, which isn't how you should do it, right? Which isn't how you should operate through life. And you should be comfortable with what decisions you make, regardless of what validation you may or may not get. And another big one of that is the gym. Like, I lost weight and I'm trying to gain muscle. And it's like, I look at my brother Vinny and I'm like, I kind of want to be like you, right? It's like, you're physically fit and you look good. So I want to base my progress off you, which is totally outrageous because he's been doing it for more years than I've even been in the gym. So it's like, it's not healthy for me to keep seeking validation from someone who's been doing it for so long and try to like constantly make myself feel good and think that I'm making progress. I am making progress. Absolutely I am. And I look way better than I ever had in my life. And I'm very happy with what I've done. But I just gotta remember that I'm doing it for me. I'm at the gym for myself and to look good. And I don't need validation. Although it's not unwanted, right? It's like, there's a part of me that like, I wanna be out somewhere and have him be like, oh wow, like you look really good. Like when I went up for the fourth, I went back to Minnesota for the fourth, and like my mom was like, oh, like yeah, you look bigger. Like that for me is like, oh, like thank you, like appreciate that. But it's like I don't want validation like that to kind of be the sole reason why I'm going to the gym. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I feel about it. Those are just something those are just a couple things that I struggle with. But again, external validation isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it becomes dangerous when you start relying on it, right? You start relying on your day-to-day to have external validation to keep going. So let me know what you think. Please feel free to leave a moment where you try to feel validated or something that you struggle with validation. So until next time, everyone, take care.